Previously on Fly with a Guy. But I was gifted this. It is cold here, y'all. Like, cold. Like, I'm gonna keep this note forever. This note and this, we're gonna have this for a while. I keep things like that. Ooh, wee. Sorry, I don't have one bottom.
I've been trying to make my wallet fold all day. Cashing in my dreams, big payout. Underneath my money tree, big shade out. Now these
sexy.
Alright, good morning, frequent flyers. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So, quick timeline check. You all with me? Yesterday we got off that trip at like 6:37 a.m. And then we stayed in the house yesterday. Well, we slept for a considerable amount of time. But I had so much laundry to do, you all, from the work trips prior to the Cancun vacation, that trip, the work trip after the Cancun trip, and then that other one I just came. It was like low-key almost 3 weeks worth of laundry. So we did all the laundry yesterday and meal prepped and packed and got ready for this trip today. I did go out with my friend Andre. He and I hadn't seen each other in a very long time. If y'all remember, he was the one who rescued me on New Year's Eve, not New Year's Eve, Halloween, when my plans just kind of boom fell apart. But nonetheless, he also showered me with both Christmas gifts and birthday gifts. It's the beauty of kind of having your birthday around the holidays. It's the beauty. It's a double-edged sword because, you know, you just get showered with things, and really good things, might I add. Like, he came through with the gifts. But the downside is your birthday comes right after Christmas, so then you kind of got to go like 10 months before you get other things, you know. As an adult, it don't really matter that much, but as a kid, you notice that, wait a minute, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, now we can get stuff again. It's a little period of time. But nonetheless, we are headed out on a 16-hour, 2-day trip today. We're working 3 flights, Miami to Philly. Then we go from Philly to New Orleans back to Philly, where we will lay over tonight. I think I'm working in the cabin on this trip, so I should have plenty of time to actually talk to you all. So let's go to work. Hey freaking flyers, long time no speak, but 12 hours later, we're finally done. We worked our 3 flights, there's not a single issue in sight. Today was flight attendant manual perfect. Everything went the way they trained us that it was supposed to go. No issues whatsoever. Full flight, a not so full flight, and a full flight, pleasant people, everyone was just in really good spirits. The crew synergy was on 100. If I could work with this crew all month, I would, because, oh my gosh. That's all, that's it. 3 flights and I don't have nothing else to say. We got a lot of compliments. Someone complimented me on my speaking voice. Oh, I didn't tell y'all this, but I was working in the cabin. But then the person who was in the lead, they called out. So reserve was put in a position. Then when she saw me in the crew, she was like, "You want to be lead? Because I know you like it." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll switch with you." So I was lead. We got a compliment on our speaking voice. one of the flights, this couple was deplaning. They was like, "Were you the one flying the plane?" I was like, "Nah, it wasn't me. I wish, but it was not me." And they were just looking forward to meeting their first black pilot. And I was like, "Keep flying, because we got some from around here, but it ain't me." And what else? Then the cutest thing happened after our second flight. This family was deplaning, and their little daughter, this girl had to be no more than 4. She was coming up with her little rollerboard or whatever, and she was struggling with her mask. So every time the mask would fall off, she would just stop. Like, this is deplaning, so there's like, you know, 50 people behind them, like, waiting to get off. She would stop, readjust her mask and put it back on. She'd pick up her bag and kept going. And it happened, I swear, at least like 3 or 4 times, from them coming back from their row all the way off to the plane. And the dad was like, "I'll just get your bag. Just focus on the mask." And I told him, I was like, she is the most mask compliant passenger I've probably ever seen, because sis was handling it better than the grown adults I see. Y'all, I'm slam clicking. We have over 12 hours. We have like 13-hour layover here, but I am not leaving this room. I brought my food with me. I'm about to heat it up in my Savage heat in a moment while I take a shower and unwind, and we're gonna do some work. I'm gonna try to get the video out like tonight by 8 o'clock. So that is the plan, that is the goal. So on this trip, I brought my Savage Heat portable oven instead of my Hot Logic. Still testing it out, getting the ratings for it. If y'all remember, I reviewed this on a Baltimore layover on Christmas Eve, I believe. But nonetheless, for dinner tonight, I'm having some basically beef and broccoli over rice that I cooked up. The beautiful thing about the Savage Heat is that it has controls. And so, turn it on. Okay, productive branding in full force, because y'all getting 2 videos tonight. So I put up that little itty bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini of a Cancun vacation for my birthday trip. It's like 3-4 minutes. Put that up. And then y'all also getting the work vlog that happened literally the day that I came back from that trip. But my Savage Heat is not working, as we saw earlier. So I'm gonna go downstairs to the microwave and heat up my food. Actually, no. I'm gonna go up to the crew lounge, so that's closer, and heat up my food. And earlier when we were in New Orleans, we went to Cafe Du Monde and got some beignets. So got one left. I'm gonna go, you know, nuke that really quickly. So I had that as dessert, and hopefully this will be done processing by that point, so y'all can get this video before 9 o'clock tonight. That's gonna be it for the night. No, I'll probably come back and talk to y'all again. Let me stop lying. Good morning, frequent flyers. It is day 2 and go home day of, I think it's better be a 2-day trip. Yes, it's a 2-day trip. We're working 2 flights today. We're going Philly to Punta Cana to Miami. We should be done around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is okay with me. I slept well last night. Let's go to work. Philly, because we started boarding at 5:55 and there was a maintenance issue with the fueling truck. So yeah, 2 hours later, and we've had to deplane everybody and sit here and just wait until we figure out what's going to actually happen. Luckily, our passengers, you know, they were a good bunch, but more so than not, they were just, you know, humorous about it. And it was like, "Thanks for a good flight," as they were getting off, and I'm like, "See you in a few," and they're like, "Hopefully," and I'm like, "Tell me about it," because it's always something on go home day. So let's just let that sunset, nice evening glow remind us of the greatness of being home. All right, 1 minute countdown. Y'all, this what time it is. This what time I was supposed to get off. You know, there's a downside to this job that a lot of people don't talk about, and I think I'm gonna make a video about this in the future, another 10 things kind of video. But with this career, you truly are hostage to your shift. It's not like other jobs where it's like, I'm supposed to get off at 2, so at 2 o'clock, I'm picking up my bag and go. I don't care what's going on, I'm leaving. No, literally like, Where you going? Where are you going when you're, you know, 30,000 feet in the air and you're supposed to be off? Like, where you going? So we just had the 2 flights. When we finally left Philly this morning, it was like 4 hours after the time we were supposed to leave. So that was that. We had some very pleasant passengers, but we also dealt with a lot of just non-compliance with the mask, with just general crew member instructions. Typical day in flight attendant land, you know. Got to Punta Cana, it was a quick turn, boarded up another completely full flight of people to bring them to Miami, and that was that. We did have people that had connecting flights this evening that probably, some of them made them, some of them were like very close, so hopefully they made them. We're gonna send positive thoughts their way, so hopefully they made their connections. But oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I went over a minute, but that's okay. We're not at 3 minutes yet. Y'all, Miss Donna Summers, I'm gonna rewrite your song a little bit because he was working hard for the money today, okay? Oh, Netta, what she said over there standing in the corner? He worked hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. He worked hard for the money, so you better treat him right. I'm not gonna subject y'all to my singing, so you know, I'm just singing in my head real quick. Wow, what a 2-day. But my crew, like I told y'all, A1. I would not have wanted to do this with. Well, I mean, I got other people who are cool, but to have to go through this with some people that you really, really cool with, like we was all like, woosah, say la prayer. You know, it is what it is. Let's make it happen. But that's it, y'all. We home, we done. We off tomorrow. You know, full moment transparency. I'm off tomorrow. I do have a meeting with management. I have been called into a meeting because I have accumulated 6 points. A lot of things in flight attendant worlds are discipline based or whatever, but this isn't about my discipline. This is more about my performance, i.e. my attendance. So, you know, we collect points and after a year they fall off, things, da-da-da-da-da-da. Either way, I have 6 points, and so it requires a meeting with me, my base supervisor, union representation, you know, human resources, the different departments. So yeah, I'll have that meeting tomorrow. I'll let y'all know how I go because we just transparent over here. I'm not perfect. I done been late a couple times. We've called all the time.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucian.
It is what it is, but you know, we do what we have to do over here. But we go to work, and then we go to work, and then we come home. We home now. I'm done talking. This has been it. I will see y'all the next time. I'm Brandon. I'm a guy who flies, tries to fly, does something. I'll see y'all the next time.
It goes by.